ladies and gentlemen, this is the Mercedes-AMG C63 SE Performance, and we are at the Buddh International Circuit. And when you've got an AMG on a racetrack, you know what happens next, right? Well, we will get to that part, but first let me tell you that this AMG, this C63, no longer has a V8, and AMGs are known for their V8s. This instead has a 4-cylinder engine. But the most important question is that can this car deliver the kind of experience that we normally associate with V8 AMGs? We've got the best playground to find that answer, and let's head out to the track and find out. Alright, now on to the main and the most interesting part, and that's the driving experience of the C63 SE Performance. Now, first of all, let's get the hardware out of the way. It comes with a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine, like I said, the most powerful production 4-cylinder petrol engine in the world, 475 horsepower, and it's got an electric motor mounted on the rear axle. That puts out about 205 horsepower. The combined output is 680 horsepower and 1020 Newton meters of torque. Now, how does the entire drive work? Well, first of all, the engine is working all the time. Now, the motor, keep in mind, it's a hybrid, but the electric motor is not fitted with the objective of extending the range. You can drive it on pure electric mode for about 13 kilometers, but taking on the Formula 1 technology, this battery is designed to discharge and charge at a very rapid pace. So when you want an additional boost, it will give you a lot of power and it will discharge all of the cells in a phenomenal speed. But at the same time, when you've used all of that power, it will again recharge also at a very fast speed. So that keeps the performance quotient really up. How does it work in the real world? Well, to start with, since it's an electric turbocharger and there's an electric motor, right off the line, there is almost no lag. There's no perceivable lag. And let me tell you, the electric motor in conjunction with the petrol motor works seamlessly well. So you do not find any kind of a disconnect. Now, keep in mind, I'm driving this on the track, so we are mostly flat out. What happens on the road? Well, that's a different story. We will do a road test of this and then I'll let you know. But on the track, I couldn't find any disconnect between the petrol and the electric powertrains. They work seamlessly well. Acceleration, wow, it is just insane. Way faster than the old C63. It's got 4MATIC, so it's got all-wheel drive. So you've got grip on both axles, and it just accelerates in a phenomenal way off the line. You've got launch control system, use that. And well, what I was able to record today was about 3.5 seconds, 0 to 100, 3.5 seconds. But there are people, I had 3 people on board. So if you chuck out those 2 people, and once both of them are kicked out, I'm sure you can do it in about 3.3, 3.4 seconds. So it's a really rapid car in terms of acceleration. On the track, it is brutal in terms of acceleration. It's got a boost function when you need the boost. And once you get boost, the word lighting up your instrument cluster, it means you have it ready to be deployed. Even when you're at full throttle, just give it a kick down and it gives you a boost for a few seconds, about 3 seconds. You can map it to the track and it will automatically give you boost at the best possible places to give you the fastest lap time. And when you do that, when you've run out of boost, all you need to do is not back out of the throttle, just move out of the kick down mode, still stay pinned with the throttle full, and you keep heading towards the horizon in a spectacularly fast manner. Handling, boy oh boy, she doesn't mind going through fast corners at all. You can dance with her all day through slaloms, through sharp series of curves, and she will never complain. That is the kind of handling the car has. The rear axle has a bit of a turn in, so it turns in opposite to the front, and that just gives it a bit more agility. At higher speeds, you can just have those sharper turn-ins, and a couple of times I missed the braking. I overcooked in, but still it's so manageable. You can easily just control things. The brakes, phenomenal. Now, these are not the carbon ceramic brakes that you can get as an option. These are the steel brakes, but they still work brilliantly well. And when you put all of that together with the steering, that gives you a good amount of feedback. A race mode which allows you to go sideways when you want to. You also have a drift mode if you want to go crazy going sideways. It is the complete AMG experience that you would expect, minus one thing. Yes, you guessed it right. The sound. Yes, the car is loud, it does sound racy, it does sound sporty, but at the end of the day, a V8 is a V8. No matter how much computer, tech, noise, engineering you put in, you still can't match the natural sound, the burble of a V8. And that's what this car lacks. It doesn't have that angry oral persona to it. Everything else, it's faster, it's a lot more controllable, it's quicker in accelerations, it's better in terms of handling. So with this car, everything that you get is better than the older C63 except the sound. And as long as you can live with that, the new C63 SE Performance is a bloody damn good car to be with if you are looking for a fast one. Now, while I'm talking about sound, you would want to hear how it sounds, right? Now listen to it. Yeah, it's loud. See? It has that racy sound, but not the character of a V8. So now we know that it goes fast, but what about the design? Now, first look, well, you can make out it's a C-Class, but it's not a C-Class with just a body kit. It's a lot more than that. Yes, you see a lot of new bits, but even the parts inside have been worked out. And that means that it's got a wider track than the standard C-Class. Also, a lot of parts inside in the frame have been changed to increase the torsional rigidity, because this will be subjected to a lot more torsional torture. So a lot has changed beyond just body kit, but on the face of it, you can see it's got this wide Pan American grille. This is the F1 edition, so you've got these red stripes at the bottom. These really looks cool and sporty. At the bonnet, you've got an outtake here, not an air intake. This is to let the air go outside, and it's a functional bit. It's not here just for show. You've got an aggressively sculpted hood here. Of course, you've got the Affalterbach logo here, and then when you move towards the side, you've got these specially designed alloy wheels. Again, this is for the F1 edition. You've got a red stripe all around them. A lot of design to get that aero maximum efficiency. You've got the E-Performance badging on the side. Then when you move along towards the side, you'll see the skirting with the AMG lettering, again very specific to this F1 edition. And then again, once you move back, you'll see very aggressive design at the back. You've got these quad exhaust pipes, a lot of body work, a diffuser, and a very aggressive lip spoiler. And when you put all of these elements together, what you get is a car that truly looks racy, sporty, aggressive, and in the first look, it lets you know, bro, I ain't no standard C-Class with a body kit. My business is going fast. And once you get inside, well, you are greeted to a familiar AMG cabin, and that's a good thing because AMG cabins looks sporty and really nice. It looks premium at the same time. Now, what's different in this is that this is the F1 edition, like I said earlier. So you have this entire carbon fiber weave in the dashboard with red finish inside. So that's something that is very distinctive to the F1 edition. Also, a lot of red stitching all around the dashboard, the seats. The seats, by the way, these are the performance seats, so you don't see an adjustable headrest anywhere. It's a performance seat, single unit. These, by the way, get ventilation and heating function. The seat belts are red in color, and with this F1 edition, you get a sunroof. If you go in for the standard model, you can buy it without the sunroof, which will reduce the weight further, which is a good thing for the track. But beyond that, it continues to be a feature-loaded cabin, a nice looking cabin. Of course, it's a C-Class, so you've got good amount of space at the back also. And one cool thing here is that because it's a track car, you can map the racing circuit. So we are at both international circuit and it's mapped to the system. Now the system will be able to tell me when and how to use the boost in the best possible way to go faster. So at the end of the day, the C63 SE Performance will cost you 1.95 crores ex-showroom without any further options. And is it worth that money? Well, compare it to the older C63. It is heavier. Yes, it gets more power, but it also has more weight. It has a lot more tech in it, which is coming straight from F1. So clearly, it is a faster car, both in terms of acceleration as well as going around corners, handling. It is a much faster car, no doubt about it. But the big question is, it has a 4-cylinder engine. And when we go out there, all of us enthusiasts go out there trying to buy a fast racy car, we all want a big engine. We love that intoxicating sound of a V8. And that's what this car does not have. Well, technically it doesn't, but that doesn't mean it's a mute car. It is loud. The exhaust at times does sound good, especially when you're driving it, maybe not at idling, but does it have the same character? No. But yes, if you're looking for a car that is fast, it's wild, gives you that AMG fun, going sideways, drifting, you can do all of that in this car, maybe a lot better than the older C63. The only area where it doesn't quite match up to the older C63 is the sound. And yeah, in terms of speed, that old saying, there is no replacement for displacement, doesn't hold true. Smaller engines can be faster. But when it comes to sound, trust me, there is no replacement for displacement. Let us know what you think about this car, the sound and its character. Hit us in the comment section.